Today, we're going to be talking about people pleasing. Let me know if you are a current people pleaser in the comments. Hi, my name is Cindy Shaw with Break the Cycle Coaching Academy. I am helping you develop emotional mastery to live a confident life, to go out there and live your dreams and make everything you want for your life a reality. So let's dive in. And I'm really going to dive in quick. People pleasing is rooted in fear. It's rooted in fear and it always creates resentment. Have you noticed this? And that combination quietly drains your energy and keeps your nervous system on edge. People pleasing isn't kindness, it's a fear based strategy to avoid what? Rejection, disapproval, conflict. You say yes, not because it's aligned with you, but because saying no feels unsafe. That fear doesn't disappear, by the way. It gets stored in your body and it turns into resentment. It's eating away at you. Fear and resentment are low grade emotional states. They are energy zapping states, but they're remaining constant inside of you. And that constancy is what's draining your capacity. Your nervous system stays activated because you're constantly talking to yourself. And that constancy drains your capacity. Your nervous system stays activated because you're constantly talking yourself out of what you actually feel and need. Maybe make a note of that. Your nervous system stays activated because you're constantly talking yourself out of what you actually want for yourself. This is why people pleasers feel exhausted, anxious, and stretched so thin, even when life looks fine on the outside. People pleasing is choosing to try to make someone else happy by stealing your own happiness. And I love something that Neil Donald Walsh says. This is the biggest form of betrayal, not betrayal of others, but betrayal of yourself. Here's where it gets uncomfortable, but it's really important we talk about this. You say yes, and that's your choice. Then you get overwhelmed. And then you feel angry at those people. But that anger isn't really toward them. It's toward yourself, even if you don't notice it. And when that self anger isn't acknowledged, it can turn into feeling used, taken advantage of, or victimized. Let me know in the comments, have you ever felt this way? You said yes, and then you got overwhelmed, you got angry, you're angry at that person, and you feel like they're using you. That is this cycle of the people pleaser. And that is how people pleasing slowly slides into victim mindset. Now, somewhere growing up, you learned that being agreeable brought love. Love may have looked like attention, validation, affection, or praise, whatever your nervous system interpreted as connection. So you learned, if I do what others want, I'm safe. That program worked then. It just hasn't been updated. And here's something most people pleasers don't realize. It often feels like you don't have control over the answer. Does that resonate with you? You really feel like you don't have control. It just comes out of your mouth. And in a way, that's true, but not because you're weak. Okay? Your subconscious is driven by your inner beliefs. Your subconscious is driven by your inner beliefs. They're like little programs running quietly in the background, automatically answering in ways designed to avoid rejection. So if you have a core belief, let's say that you're not enough, that you need approval to feel worthy, that loves come from being agreeable, then when someone asks you for something, the answer is already loaded. Can you see this? It's a yes. Poof. People pleasing. Not because you consciously chose it, but because the belief answered for you. And let me know if you've got any questions in the comments as you're watching this. So this is why people pleasing may not feel like a choice to you right now. Your subconscious is trying to protect you using an outdated strategy. But fear based safety always comes at a cost. You know this. The cost is resentment, the cost is exhaustion, the cost is slowly disconnecting from yourself. It's probably why you're watching this. And again, I want you to know this pattern is rooted in fear. Okay, now we're going to talk about how to reprogram. So, this is going to be a simple but powerful reprogramming step. And it might be so simple, you're like, what? But are you doing it? Probably not, because you're still a people pleaser. Okay, so the next time someone asks you for something and you feel that automatic yes rising, I invite you to pause. And instead of answering right away, say, let me get back to you on that. That one sentence creates space. It's giving your nervous system a moment to settle. It gives your conscious mind time to come online. And it gives you the chance to ask yourself, do I actually want to do this? And when you step away and contemplate this, then you're not under pressure right in front of that person to answer right away. That pause is how you rebuild trust with yourself. Every time you choose to slow down instead of reacting automatically, you're teaching your nervous system that your needs matter. That's how this pattern starts to change, not through force, not through guilt, but through awareness and conscious choice. So, as I said before, people pleasing is rooted in fear, but you don't heal fear by abandoning yourself. You heal it by learning how to stay with yourself, even when it's uncomfortable. Change, I know it's uncomfortable, but boy, oh boy, it's so nice being on the other side of, of being a people pleaser. If you want support creating that pause, go watch my couch meditation next. This is going to help your nervous system settle so you can respond and not react. It helps to slow down your thoughts and be more of a witness than a victim to this. And if this helped you see yourself more clearly today, I hope you subscribe. This channel is about emotional mastery and self trust without self betrayal. I'll see you next time.